The next one I want to explain to you now is for the TCP sync flood. So if I come to this, my Kali Control C to stop the attack, you can see how many traffic that we are able to send to the victim. So if I stop, I collapse this terminal. I come to this guy as well. I use Control C. You see here, we are able to send like 3 million traffic. You are able to send 3 million packets to that particular victim. So once you stop it, the victim, everything will be moving faster on the victim. Everything will be moving faster. Okay, so let's use the CP, the TCP flood. So if I type Control L to clear, we come out with our tools HPING3 space dash S. This dash S here is for sync flood. Space dash dash flood. Flood. So we want to send a sync flood attack to the victim, and we're going to put the IP address of the victim 192.168.0.56 and hit enter key. So here we are sending a TCP flood attack to that particular victim. So if I goes to this victim, you come to the victim and we open the task manager on the victim. You're going to see that the CPU, it will be high if I close this thing and I open it again. So let me open the task manager again. Task manager. So everything we do on this Windows 10 is going to be slow because of the particular attack. So if you hold on like hours, this Windows 10 memory will be down. Everything about the Windows 10 going to be crashed down. As you can see, the CPU here is 100. You see everything is high. Everything is high, 100. This guy is using a more capacity. Everything is high. So this guy is going to be coming up. So if I try to, let's see, maybe the attack is coming. As you can see that this pinging is not coming faster like before. It's going to be slow before you appear. Okay. And if you come to our Kali, if I comes to my Kali and we open Wireshark, we're going to see the way the Kali is be sending the fake traffic to the victim. So if I open Wireshark, so let's hold on for the Wireshark to come up. If I open Wireshark, and this guy is going to ask us which interface we're going to be using ETA 0. As you can see here, if I stop, if I drag down here, I'm going to close this. You can see here TCP from this source, which is a 192.168.0.222, which is our Kali IP. We are sending the traffic to this destination, which is a 192.168.0.56, which is our Windows 10. And the protocol is a TCP. So we'll be sending the sync flood to that particular victim. We keep sending it, we keep sending it, and we'll not even wait for the acknowledge. So we are sending a fake TCP flood to this particular victim. So you're going to see how many traffic we'll be sending. If we drag up, you're going to see how many traffic we'll be sending because the attack is keep going. So that's how this guy works. So if I close the Wireshark and you come to the Windows 10, you will see that the Windows 10 going to be coming slow. Windows 10 going to be coming slow. It's going to be coming slow before it responds. So the next command we can use, this first one is to send a TCP flood. So if I use Control Z, Control C to stop, You see how many traffic that we are able to send. We are able to send 27 million traffic within that particular moment. Okay, so if I come here, the next command is HPING3 dash S, capital letter S, which is for sync flood attack, dash dash flood with the victim IP, dash P to specify the port number. So here we can specify the port number. This port number, we check that open on the victim and we hit enter key. So this guy going to be sending this flood attack inside this particular port number on this particular victim, which is this Windows 10. So if you wait for some minutes or some hour, you're going to see that this Windows 10 here going to be coming slow. As you can see, this Windows 10 is coming slow before it responds. It's going to be coming slow. You see, going to be coming slow before you respond. And if you check the task manager, you will see that we're going to, all the CPU is going to be high. CPU is going to be high. So that's how this guy is. If you leave this attack for some hours, this Windows 10 is not going to be responding again. It's not going to be responding. Okay. And we can, if you are using this, if this type of attack is carried out, it's easier for a firewall to be detecting the bad guy with this type of an attack. But there's another command that we can use to do us to hide your own identity, which means that we're going to be sending the attack. We are not going to be using our own IP address. So for example, if I come to my Kali, I use Control Z, Control C, to stop. You will see how many traffic we are able to send. If I use Control L, if I use this particular command here, HPING3 dash D, and we'll specify the number 65495 dash dash sync. We want to send sync flood, dash flood, dash flood, and the victim IP 192.168.0.56 dash random source. So what does this mean is that we want to be sending a fake ICMP. This G here is the data rate of a payload. We want to send, this is the size of the payload, and here is the sync flood, and here is the flood, and here is the victim IP. Random source means that we want to be sending the traffic with different IP. We don't want to be using our own IP address. Okay, so we want to be sending with different IP, which means that even if firewall detect us, there's no way they can get our own IP address to locate wherever they are. So that's how that guy can hide the identity with that particular pinging. And if you come to the victim, you're going to see that the victim is going to be coming slow until the victim calm down and is not going to respond again. And if you try to use Wireshark again, if I close this Wireshark and I open it again, you're going to see the particular traffic that will be sending. So if I try Wireshark, and you click on ETA 0, click on ETA 0. If I stop, you can see that this pinging is going, this particular traffic is going. But if I stop here and you come here, If I stop here, you can see that the IP we are seeing here is a source IP. Source is a 57.249.78.194, and that is not our Kali IP. Our Kali IP address is a 192.168.0.22. But because we are using random source is going to be sending the attack with different IP, which means that no way they can trace it back to the bad guy. You can see all this IP. This IP here is a different IP, which is not our Kali IP. You're going to see here as well, it make use of 182. That place it make use of a 58. If I drag down, you can see here it make use of a 76. We are sending this to this particular victim. 192.168 is 0.56, which is our Windows 10. So the attack will be sending it with different and IP, so that no way they can detect back to the attacker. So that's the function of that random source. So that's how a DOS attack is being carried out. And if you come to the Windows 10, you're going to see that everything on this Windows 10 is going to be coming slow until everything calm down. So that's how a DOS attack is being carried out. So if I come here and I use Control C to stop, you will see how many traffic will be sent. Okay, so this particular tools, HPING3, has a lot of things that we can use it to do. So if you want to know more about it, you need to type man HPING3 and you're going to read a lot of things we can use the pinging for. So once I stop the attack, if I go back to the Windows 10, you see everything is moving smoothly. And if you come here, the CPU is coming back to normal 22, 38, 19. Okay, so that's how that DOS attack is carried out. So this is where we're going to stop about this DOS. So let me stop it.